Hey, folks, been a while. Been on the road, been overseas for a little bit, but we're going to be getting back to doing these on a regular basis and trying to keep people apprised of important things that are going on around the state. You can see I dressed for the occasion today. One of the uh, one of the great pleasures of being away for a few weeks is coming back and finding that the I can now bale hay on my property, even where you're not supposed to bale hay. So I'm cutting grass and doing other necessary homeowner type stuff in my not so free time. This is what I wanted to address today specifically is a particular matter, a particular individual, a particular activity that's ongoing that I think we need everybody's help with. Okay. I hear a lot running around the state, speaking, talking to people about folks being frustrated. They're awake. In many cases, they're organized. They understand the issues in front of them. They understand the fight we're in. They understand how we got to take back the republic. And they talk about, but like, what do I do, man? Like, how do I? Where do I start? Tell me concretely now that I'm awake, aware, and really torqued off. Tell me concretely, like, how do I make a difference? How do I help? How do I do something other than sitting on the couch yelling at the television and talking about how we've gone to hell in a handbasket? Okay. All right. So I'm going to answer that question for you right now and right here. And it's all about Brian Cutler, or as we call him, Lion Brian. If you were to create the ultimate poster child for what's wrong with everything in Harrisburg, you couldn't do any better. If you called down to central casting and you said, look, I want you to send me the ultimate guy who talks out of both sides of his mouth, smiles, blows smoke, all the parlor tricks, stands for nothing, lies to your face, thinks he's above any degree of accountability, thinks it's all a game and it's all about him. If you just, call central casting, give him that requirement. The guy they'd send you is Brian Cutler, one of the most powerful GOP politicians in the state of Pennsylvania. This guy has lied to us about everything, stands for nothing. I'll just give you one example because that's all you really need, although there's a stack of examples. This is the guy back months ago in Harrisburg who orchestrated the whole business about crossing over with the Republican lawmakers and installing a Democratic Speaker of the House. So the way this goes down is this: Brian, whose leadership in the House goes into caucus with the other Republican members of the House. In other words, it's just the Republicans behind closed doors decide where they are, what their position is on everything, all this kind of stuff. And they're going to decide who they're going to nominate to be the Speaker of the House in this new session at a time when the Republicans still hold the majority, meaning as long as they act in a unified manner. Whoever the Republicans choose to be Speaker of the House is going to be Speaker of the House. So the Republican caucus behind closed doors votes for and selects a representative from out in Westmoreland County. And Brian's there, and that happens, and it's done. And they walk out, they open the doors, they go onto the House floor. Now they're going to actually take the vote, they and the Democrats, to decide who's going to be the Speaker. They just had the caucus meeting. The Republicans have agreed on who they're going to select. Brian crosses over to the other side, takes with him another, I think, 15 GOP turncoats who he's gone around secretly and lined up. And they vote with the Democrats and they install a Democratic Speaker of the House. So he not only crosses over and installs a Democratic Speaker of the House, who, by the way, then shuts down the House and locks out the entire legislature until such time as the Democrats get the majority. That's the bottom line here. But not only does Brian do this, but he does this behind the back of his own caucus. And then basically afterward appears in front of the cameras with a completely bogus, absurd, transparently false explanation that makes no sense of why he did this. But the bottom line is he essentially smiles into the cameras after this is done because that's the way he works, man. He's above the law. He's immune. He doesn't actually have to answer to people. He's playing whatever games he's playing in the back room. He made whatever deal he made with the Dems, stabbed his own party and his own constituents in the back. And it never occurs to him he's going to pay a price for this because he's never paid a price for anything. It's the way the man operates. This, like I said at the beginning, this is the essence of what's wrong in Harrisburg. It never enters his mind when he does these kinds of things that he will be held accountable. Now, here's the good news. There is a organized effort with a bunch of patriots and patriot groups in his home district to get rid of Brian Cutler. And right now, what they're doing is they are going out door to door in his district with the facts, not making stuff up, not spreading lies, just educating Brian's constituents on, hey, this is what this boy that you've been voting for all this time, who claims he represents you, this is what he's actually been doing in Harrisburg. Going door to door with literature and facts and information, and the reception they're getting is stupendous. They are opening people's eyes. People are blown away, because they literally, in many cases, are completely unaware of the extent to which they've been betrayed by this guy. So you're looking for a place to pitch in. You're looking for a place to make a difference. Get off the couch, turn off the tube. You know you can record that, right? You can go back and watch it later. This is it, man. The epicenter of this is Corryville, Pennsylvania, Southeast PA. These guys and gals are already out on the street pretty much every weekend, going door to door, talking to people, spreading the word, and they are getting an absolutely tremendous reception. So look, man, if you're within any reasonable drive distance of this location, Corryville, Pennsylvania, and you actually are serious about wanting to make a change and tired of just watching things go to hell, and you actually want to put your hands on something, you got to be involved in this. So I'm going to give you some specifics here. There is an actual working group. This is all under the rubric of the Pennsylvania Patriot Coalition, calling themselves the Lion Brian Cutler Working Group, that is working this problem. You can go to the Pennsylvania Patriot Coalition website. There is a dedicated page to this effort, keeping you updated on what's going on, what they're doing next, what they've done to date. So you're going to PennsylvaniaPatriotCoalition.com. PennsylvaniaPatriotCoalition.com. And then you'll see the Lion Brian Cutler page, and you can go there, get the information. Please share. 821-5069. Get involved, folks. I mean, this is what it's come down to, man. You woke up, you got organized, you asked the establishment to change, you asked the establishment to do the right thing. I got news for you. They answered. The answer was, we're in polite company, so drop dead. That's what they said. Now, what you got to decide is whether you're going to do something about that, or you're just going to keep sitting on the couch complaining about it. This is your chance. These folks have already done the hard part. They already got the literature. They're already out there. They got the MO. What they need is additional bodies. They already got a bunch of people involved. They're getting a fantastic response. They need more bodies, man. They need to pour more fuel on this fire. They need committed patriots who are actually going to come out, get in the fight, and let Brian Cutler know that he can't get away with this anymore. And I'm going to tell you this, because in terms of inside information, Brian is aware of this. He doesn't like it. He's already started responding to his own constituents. When you get to the point where he takes notice of you and he feels like he's got to start trying to refute what you're saying, that's what winning is like, folks. That's what these people in Quarryville are pulling off. Dean Klopp and company. They need your help. It's time to put up or shut up, folks. If you want to just keep complaining, keep complaining. If you're actually serious, these people in Quarryville need your help. Okay? Talk to you again soon.